So some big news from Corvette.
Yes.
You heard about this?
Yes, I have.
The Grand Sport / Grand Sport X.
Yes.
Pretty cool.
I've seen a bunch of videos on these already. Mm-hmm. It was hard for me to narrow down what was different between this and a Z06. Do you know what it is?
The engine.
The engine?
It's a big one.
Okay.
Some of the arrows different. The rear wing's different.
Mm-hmm. Why would someone pick this over a Z06?
It's cheaper.
Okay. Why else?
It's less aggressive than the Z06.
Okay. So specifically, I'm thinking of the engine.
Okay, yeah.
But what about the engine? You think someone might prefer this over the Z06?
This sounds like a traditional American small block V8.
Exactly. This sounds like a cross-plane V8. It sounds so good.
Yeah.
It sounds so good.
It's a big boy, too. 6.7 liters.
Yeah.
In a world of 3-liter twin-turbo Chargers, 6.7 liters is freaking huge.
Yeah. Oh, makes me excited.
What I like is that they move the stripes to the back where the engine is now.
Because that's, to mark, this is where you need to look out for. Like, this is the danger zone.
Yep. So the 6.7 liter LS6, they're calling it, not to be confused with the previous LS6. I think they named it that because this is the first of the 6th generation small blocks that they're coming out with.
Yeah, I don't understand why they would reuse the name, but whatever.
Yeah. It is the same bore spacing and bore diameter as the LT2, which is the one that's in the E-Ray and the base model Stingray. This is replacing that engine across the board, so even the new Stingray will have this engine and not the LT2. The LT2 made 495 horsepower, 470 foot-pounds torque. Mm-hmm. This
Which
new
is plenty.
It's a healthy amount of power. I mean, I've driven one. You've driven one.
Yeah, it's plenty fast.
Yeah.
It's fast enough to get yourself in a lot of trouble really quick.
Yeah, and this one has even more. 520 torque and 530 horsepower is what I think it is.
Yeah.
535 horsepower.
So now the base model is going to have more than 500 horsepower.
Yeah.
And you can get those in the high 80s?
Low 70s.
Low 70s.
Now, I don't know if the pricing is going to change with this new engine.
Maybe a bit, but they're not going to jump at 10 grand.
If you're wanting to pick up a mid-engine Corvette, you could probably get one of those pre-LS6 Corvettes. There's nothing wrong with the LT2. It's still a great engine. Not.
Yeah, there's no reason you wouldn't want that.
Yeah, actually get me thinking about buying a Corvette.
Well, I mean, what are they going to be, 50 grand?
Corvette has done such innovative things for new cars, but then they also make for great performance value used cars.
Yeah.
Corvettes always have been, now people don't want to be like, oh, I don't want to buy a 10-year-old Corvette, but honestly, the performance envelope you get for the amount of money you spend on a used Corvette, nothing compares to it.
Yeah,
it's crazy. Insane. So it's pretty cool. The Grand Sport is only rear-wheel drive. The Grand Sport X, following the naming convention of the ZR1 X, signifies that there's an electrification component. So it takes the technology they pioneered with the E-Ray, where they put the electric motors at the front. They do the same treatment here, and that ups the horsepower to 721 with that additional power up front.
And then the question is, what's the difference between that and the E-Ray? If the E-Ray is getting this new engine now
the
too.
E-Ray is being dropped.
Oh, okay. I didn't know
There's
that.
No more E-Ray. Mm-hmm.
So no more E-Ray.
There's
so
no more
the only
E-Ray.
way to get an electrified version that's not the ZR1X is this.
The Grand Sport X.
Okay. So no more E-Ray. I liked the E-Ray name, though. That was a good name.
I don't know. I feel like we've matured past the E something. The Mach E and the...
Yeah.
I don't know. That's going to seem really corny in about 10 years' time.
Like how everything that during the Apple period was
the I something. And that sounds so corny.
Yeah, the iHome.
So Grand Sport X, I don't have a problem with the name. I think it's a cool name. The Z06 will continue to exist. It will still have its 5.5 liter flat plane V8. That produces 670 naturally aspirated horsepower. Personally, I'm not someone who cared that they moved the engine to the middle of the car. I think that was the next obvious evolutionary step for Corvette.
Mm-hmm. They'd fiddled with that idea for a long time.
Decades they've thought about doing it. And really, I do think with like the C7 ZR1, there's just not a whole lot more you can do to squeeze more performance out of it without moving the engine to the back.
But I will say, I didn't care like on a heritage or like a that's not a real Corvette kind of angle, which we know people that would say it's not a real Corvette. Mm-hmm. But I will say that I saw a beautiful light blue like this, but more shimmery and lighter in color. Mm-hmm. C7 with all the trim black. And that's cool.
I've seen one ZR1 C7 in my life, and it stands out.
But if someone said you can have a base model C8 or a base model C7, I would take the C7. Not just for this reason. I would take it because I love the look of the C7. I think they're so cool.
It makes a little bit of sense with the base model because you're not stretching the performance too far with the base model, whereas things like the ZR1, the Z06, they're doing things the front engine Corvette couldn't ever dream of doing.
Well, the front engine ZR1 is slower than the base model. The front engine C7 ZR1 is slower to 60 than the base model C8.
Yeah, the base model C8 will do it in 2.9.
That was their big thing. The base model C8 is faster than the ZR1.
More power isn't helping.
Right. But I don't care what model it is. I don't care what engine's in it.
Yeah.
They're all way faster than I'm ever going to use. So
yeah.
It's cool that they make it. It's cool for people that are going to go track them. I'm not.
Yeah.
So as far as I'm concerned, I'm happy with the base model of either of those cars. But if you were to hand me the keys to one or the other, I would take the C7 on looks alone.
Mm-hmm.
And then I would jump up and down with joy because you could get the manual in the C7.
That's right. The Grand Sport is the last trim that will be in the C8 generation. So we're not going to get anything else.
I heard that. I know that people were thinking the Zora was going to come above the ZR1X, but it's this. This was the last one.
That makes sense. The pricing for this is going to come in under the Z06.
Mm-hmm. There was a huge delta between the base and the Z06.
Yes. There's not a whole lot in between there. So this will come in somewhere between, it would have to come in then between like 90 to 115 if you're going to get the Grand Sport X, somewhere in there. So around 100 grand, I think. I think that is kind of the sweet spot. You're not going quite as crazy as the Z06, but you're getting definitely a performance bump over the base model.
Yeah.
I did want to mention some of the performance upgrades they did for this engine. So it's internally very similar to the LT2, but they added a continuously variable oil pump, a 95 millimeter throttle body. It's got a 13-to-1 compression ratio, forged internals, and they get that larger displacement from a longer stroke. So, pretty cool.
Longer stroke is where they got the extra torque.
Mm-hmm. So that's not bad. Pricing-wise, not bad.